Hello guys, Sendou again. So I noticed I hadn't made a video in a while, so I was thinking what kind of video could I make? Might be something topical or something interesting. Well, I couldn't really think of anything, so instead you get this. No, but basically what we're gonna do here is that I'm gonna go over all the weapons I'm playing right now. Like, you know, when I'm going into a scrim, I have a certain list of weapons I'm choosing from. It's not like I'm like hitting random buttons, taking the Hydrid splash down all of a sudden. Like, my mates never know what I'm gonna do next. I'm gonna take, like, I don't know, if it's a stupid ball or the knee leader, no. Instead, I have like this kind of like a weapon pool that I'm using, and then weapons can rotate into the pool, they can rotate out of the pool, and so on. So, I used to play more of a support for a really long time, but I've been kind of like transitioning to more of a player role, so I think many of the weapons kind of actually showcase that. But I think a lot of it you can see on this first page of the weapons that I'm currently playing. So we still have a Penta. I'm gonna also like put on my builds here. I might explain a bit about the builds if there's something crazy, but if not, then I'm just gonna like, you know, show the builds here as well to make it maybe a bit more interesting. But yeah, like the umbrella is still very much in rotation. We're playing either the one with a beacon, a bubble blower. That's more of like a gambit choice for me personally. Like, I just think objective wise this is more of like a supportive than the umbrella, just because of the beacons. And also the bubbles make it easier for you to make like nice pushes and so on. And this is more like if I need to get more kills, then I might opt in for the hammer version. And this is like more of like taking like a slayer role almost. And also something I've been experimenting with, which is not yet in my pulls that I might like put in at some point, is some main power up, which I notice is quite nice, since you have the main power up and it just makes it harder to destroy the shield in case you didn't know. But it allows you to make more aggro plays, since quite often, you know, if I'm like shielding in, especially at the start, you know, there's often like 4 enemies shooting at the shield, so it just gives you a bit more like leeway with the shield, and I think it's quite nice. I might actually go in for that. For my actual bullets, just gotta think about what it replaces. It's gonna replace. But yeah, Tenta is very much like a weapon I play a lot. I'm also playing Junior. This is more like if I need to play a support weapon, then I'm probably on average I'm gonna play Junior. And again, like nothing crazy, build wise. But I don't know. For me, it's a fun weapon to play. Like when Junior was mega popular, a lot of people were saying like, dang, I mentioned that Junior, I can't believe it's meta, it's so dumb to play, I hate this game. But honestly, I think this weapon is kind of fun to play to me, like, it's chill, like, okay, I get it, like, if you're just like throwing bombs 24/7, then yeah, I get it, it's boring, but I don't know, you can also play more aggro, I think it's nice, you know. I wouldn't want to play it like every day, every hour, but it's cool to play it once in a while. If I need to play support, you know, I have my armor, I have my bombs, like I can still do some kills every now and then. I can paint, I can bombard armors, like it's a good option for this right now. It's getting a bit less popular, but there's like one of those choices that is like, well, personal preference. I like it. Older weapons, we are still playing Rabbit Pro, which is kind of like a special case weapon. Say we have Camp Triggerfish, we have New Albacore Hotel. Those are basically two examples where I would pull out this weapon, and I enjoy it a lot. Like I'm trying to kind of like pull it out on more maps than I've been doing. Kind of like maybe some TC maps. For example, I tried on Skipper Pavilion TC. It's kind of nice. Like I'm not trying to think about my pull while I talk. I'm kind of like blanking out here. I play too many weapons to flex a guy, but yeah, it's more or less it's like you know, specialty weapon for a couple of maps. It's really good on those Camp Triggerfish New Albacore Hotel. It gets a lot worse on other maps, but once again, this is like a weapon I very much enjoy playing. So, okay, so second page is very much weapons I don't play, so pretty much everything we have is here in the first page. But now we're starting to get more towards the interesting weapons, because we have, for example, Brella. I've been playing both Sorrel Brella and Splat Brella a bit, and I was surprised how much I enjoy them. So I don't really have a build for this yet. I've been kind of playing some random stuff on this, just because, I don't know, I didn't think I would be playing them, so I don't really have a build in mind, but basically it's like, you know, quick respawn, stealth jump, run speed, things to be main, that sort of thing. But I've been quite enjoying them. I've been wondering why that is exactly. I think it's quite nice against the current meta. Against the pros everywhere, like Verla's specialty was always, okay, it's supposed to win like most of the 1v1s against shooters. Especially if you're really good, then yeah, you're gonna be doing some serious damage. But it's also like, you know, it's painting decently. The kids aren't the most crazy in the world, but you know, you get by. Not the worst thing ever. I've been playing both Sorella and the Cloud Brella, and it's, again, kinda like, I can do kills with them, but I'd say I'm not really that comfortable with them yet. Like, I don't know, I'm trying them out. Like, I'm trying to scrim with them, I'm trying to get more experience, but yeah, I said that I'm not gonna play this anymore because I hate them, but actually I've been kinda liking them, so hopefully I don't jinx it with this video and start hating them again, but you know, cool weapon right now. I've been seeing a lot of people do really well with this, even in West, being cool to see. And that's kinda like, people have been saying like, damn, nerf Ken's pro. This weapon is too much, I can't deal with it, it's in my nightmares. But it's like, everything has a counter. If Ken's Pro is gonna be overly popular, then people are gonna pick up Brelas and it's gonna counter it. And stuff, like, okay, it can be a strong weapon, but there's nothing in this game that can't get countered. And a lot of it is just hive minding, like, just people got chill. But yeah, Brella is a good choice, I'm gonna keep trying it out, gonna make a build for it. And finally, this is like maybe the point why I made this video in the first place, but I've been playing quite a lot of Blaster, and I've been enjoying myself. At first it was kind of like a guilty pleasure, you know, like I'm playing Blaster, I'm like, should I really be doing this? Am I bringing shame on my family? But I don't know, I don't think I am. It's working well. So here's the thing, it's very much a specialty weapon. I'm playing it on tower control, I'm playing it on, say, bumpy maps. If you're playing like Mako Rainmaker, that's fine. Humbug Rainmaker, that's fine. But mostly for tower control, and honestly, I think I'm mostly doing pretty well with it. Like I'm trying to like figure out why it's so like unpopular. I don't know. I think it kind of comes down to the hive minding a lot. Like people are just playing what other people are playing, and it works like this for quite a bit. But I don't know. I've been having success with the weapon. I very much still enjoy it. Like say compared to Kenza Machine that I also play. I don't know. It's just a very different weapon in my opinion. Like it's a very special kind of weapon. Don't get me wrong. Like playing Kenza Machine for tower control, that's completely fine. For me, it's mostly like it's really fun weapon to play. And I don't know. It's often like people aren't necessarily the most used to dealing with Blast right now since they're a bit more rare. And I don't know, like, for me I've been doing well with them. Once again, I hope I don't jinx it by this video, but I know, I see a future with blasters on, say, TC and those bumpy maps. So, once again, I'm gonna keep playing them, hopefully with good results. Since it very much is my favorite weapons. But I think that about covers it. I can't really think of anything I missed. I would like to try out Mini more. That's like one thing I would like to try more. But other than that, I think that's like pretty good pool of weapons. I think if for me to go more than that, I would kind of like, I don't know. I don't think I play enough for that. I would need to play more to really like master more weapons. Like I'm not saying I mastered these weapons, but even trying to like get good with more weapons might be challenging. And I think this is like nice cover between different pickups, different maps, and yeah. I don't know. It's been pretty cool, like scrimming with these weapons. But yeah, I think that's about it for the video. Let me know if there's any weapons you've been recently finding out, you know, fun to play, I guess, that aren't necessarily the most popular. Or especially let me know if you've been playing this beautiful weapon, like, I don't care. I'm willing to die on this hill, Custom Blaster, it's a beautiful weapon, it's gonna come back. Peace. Thanks for watching.